Jerry, what do you think led to that explosion and difference offensively with Dak and the way he was playing compared to some of the struggles of the previous 6 weeks? What was the difference?
Well, I think, first of all, we got it going early. That was and really, when you think about it, we were 3-and-out on our first series. So you say, well, you had to come back from that. But that early success that we had with that big defensive play with Diggs, I think really set a tone. But before the games, I basically sit down with Coach and we go over what we think after the week's work, the best way that to approach the game. And one of the things that stands out for me is that he really wanted to have a come-at-'em uptick tempo. Really no huddle, step up, really coming at them fast and coming at them, if we can keep those drives going, coming at them with a lot of quantity, so to speak. And, boy, we did that. And so we were right on cue there. I think a lot of it just has to do with catching those balls and making those plays that seemed to have a few times in the weeks before had eluded us. We got them here Sunday night.
And, Jerry, you won 2 of your titles against a team who was famous for no huddle in the Buffalo Bills back in the 90s. How often do you think you guys can stick with it? Can it be more of a permanent thing, or it's just going to go on a case-by-case basis with that up-tempo to get Dak and your guys in rhythm?
Well, I think we've got to look at the circumstances. You can see that our team is coordinated in a position to do the up-tempo thing. I think we've got the depth to do it. It's not so much a depth thing on offense as much as it is on defense. Boy, our defensive team has really got to be able to manage a lot of snaps. We do. We've got a great rotation going on out there in those front guys, and that's very, very important. All those guys stayed within a 20-25 count of snaps, and that's an amazing thing for those front guys because they expend a lot of energy making those plays, and if you can get a rotation going, you can have a lot of energy out there all the time.
Jerry, you had said previously that it would be fair to say that Dak Prescott may have been in a slump. Based on what you saw on Sunday Night Football, what to you was best about his performance and him coming out of that so-called slump that he was in, and what that means for him going forward for the rest of the season?
What slump?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, of course, I think the execution says it all. And his ability to, we just had him going. The play calling was outstanding. The execution, his reads, his ability to get the ball off, get his feet right, make those throws, all of that was worked. It in effect, I don't know if it opened it up, the run game, or if the run game again impacts keeping it solid for the passing game. But we got the balance going, and we were able to really, on a variety of ways, move that football. And we've talked about the numbers of receivers that were involved in the game, but we got some great runs that involved our offensive line pulling a lot. It was just obvious to everybody how they were able to do the offensive line able to get out in front of those carriers and get some blocks, open up some holes. All of that just set the other part of it up.
Jerry Jones with us every Tuesday here on Shan and RJ on 105.3 The Fan. Amari made some headlines on our radio station saying, hey, I'd like to be more involved in third down and red zone. And it seemed like there was a concerted effort to get him involved with that early production. What can you say about that, Jerry, the effect it had on the team and your reaction to Amari's comments and the way it played out Sunday?
I understand the comments. I appreciate them. We all do. And boy, when he's involved, it opens him up. He's a mess, and he can really. He's just as instinctive with the skill and size to run routes as I've ever seen as a receiver. And so when the opposition realizes that he's a very integral part of what's happening out there in a game, whether it be go-tos or what, then it compromises that defense. You just can't let him get the ball a lot, and especially get it in good situations, because he will go to the house. And so that just opens it up for the other guys. Those receivers were really on point on running their routes. They were proper distances, making the proper cuts. That not only causes them to potentially be open better, but it opens it up for the other receivers. Gives Dak a lot of opportunity to have a good, if you will, choice of where to go with the ball. That just messes that defense up tremendously.
And every week, KNC has you try to guess the next different Cowboy to score a touchdown. And you got up to 19 different players, a franchise record, have now scored touchdowns for y'all. So go. All 19, Jerry. See if you can name them all.
You want to basically start with the offensive lineman first and try to work back, but you want to know how to have some premier receivers. It's always been said that if you've got more than two, you've got you a problem because you don't have enough balls to go around. Well, the antidote to that is just get the ball to that many receivers and get it in the hands of that many. And that's the perfect way to have harmony on a football team when it comes to the real makeup of the team, everybody feeling good about it. I don't know that I've been around a team that has any more just common good attitude about the success of the other guy than this team. They really are the definition of a team at this point.